Good morning. I'm Nirmala. I'm working as a assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today I'm going to explain about the understanding harmony in the nature as well as in the existence. What is harmony? Harmony means order, balance, and coexistence among all the elements of the world. It starts from the individual level and expands to the family, society, nature, and overall whole universe. Harmony is not the sameness but the balance of all the differences. There are three elements of the harmony: nature, music, and relationships. In the nature, we are going to please all the arrangements of the elements in the whole environment. Music is nothing but the combination of the notes for by using a satisfying sound. Next one is the relationship, the agreements, the mutual feelings, understanding among the individuals. So these are the things which exist in the relationship. Next one is the four levels of harmony. There are four levels of the harmony. First one is environmental harmony, spiritual harmony, social harmony, and emotional harmony. So in this environmental harmony, it will be balancing between the humans and the nature. Next one is the spiritual harmony, connection to all the higher purpose and values. Social harmony, unity and cooperation in the commodities. Next one is the emotional harmony, the balance of the feelings and as well as our inner peace. Next one is the cycle of the understanding and harmony. We need to recognize the interconnections, appreciate the balance, explore the principles, reflect on the role, and foster stewardship. Recognize the interconnectedness. We need to understand the relationship between the existing systems and the species. Appreciating the balance. We need to value the dedicate balance for sustaining our life. Exploring the principles is nothing but we need to investigate the harmony principles of the coexistence. Reflect on the role. We need to consider our responsibility in the whole environment. Next one is the foster stewardship. We need to promote the care for the planet as well as for our inhabitants. Harmony in nature. So nature is the system where every unit coexists with the different living organisms. For example, tree gives oxygen as well as the animal will be also giving CO2. Water cycle and food chain are all interdependent. Nature will be cooperating, operates with the mutual fulfillment and no exploitation. There are pathways for ecological harmony, sustainable future, biodiversity, conservation efforts, and species interdependence. The sustainable future, we will be practice and we will be ensuring a long-term environment well-being, habitating the relationship, the interactions which is taking place between the organisms and their environments. Biodiversity. There are variety of the forms existing. We need to ensure the overall health of the ecosystem. Conservation efforts. We need to protect and preserve the natural ecosystem, special interdependence, mutual reliance among the species for the survival in this earth. Next one is the nature cycles and interdependence. The oxygen and carbon dioxide both are equal in balance. Food chains and the ecosystem, water cycles, and social soil and plant relationship. These are the natural cycles and they are interdependent on each other. So water cycle. In this water evaporates, condenses and precipitates. Next one is the carbon cycle. Carbon moves through the atmosphere and the organisms. Next one, nutrient cycle. Nutrients circulate through the entire ecosystem. Interdependence. So all the species rely on each other for their survival. Next one, five orders of the nature: material order, plant and bio order, animal order, human order, and coexistence order. First one in this material order, it consists of the soils and all the types of the metals. Next one, plant and the bio order, it contains of all the plants, trees, and crops. Animal order, it contains all the animals, birds, all the organisms which is existing in the earth. Next one is the human beings, and coexisting order is nothing but all these things are interconnected with each other. So these are the five orders of the nature. First one is the life dynamics. It is the property which is existing between the human beings and the ecosystem. Next one is the ecological balance. We will be sustaining all the principles in the environmental sustainability. Complex system. It is interconnected with the ecological and biological process. Next one is the simple organisms. So all the organisms are involved in this five orders of the nature. Next one is the basic elements. The elements like the soil, metals, all the types of the gases. So these are the things which is coming under basic elements. Human role in the nature. Humans are the most our species but least aligned with the nature harmony. The imbalance will be caused by the overconsumption, pollution, disruption of the ecosystems, and need for the conscious participation in maintaining the harmony. So the environmental disruption is always caused by the human actions, the deforestation, global warming. These are the things which is existing in this environmental disruption which is caused by the humans. Next one, harmony in existence. This is the cycle of the harmony. So we need to these are the five things which express the we need to recognize the interconnectors, we need to embrace the responsibility, we need to foster the empathy, and we need to cultivate our unity, and we need to activate all the sustainability. There are two aspects in this harmony for existence. First one is the units. So it contains the living as well as non-living organism. Coexistence is nothing but the relationship between the organisms and the ecosystem. The key principle is nothing but all the units are in harmony in nature. Human values for the harmony: mutual respect, cooperation over competition, sustainability, and compassion for all items. So these are the four foundations of the social harmony. First one, we need to respect each other, their rights and their dignity. Next one, cooperation over competition. So we need to we need to understand the feelings between each other, and we should not compete. Instead, we need to cooperate and survive in this ecosystem. Next one is the sustainability. We need to maintain the honesty and the moral principles for our actions. Next one is the compassion. We need to understand and care for each other's being. These are the human values for harmony. Next, universal characteristics: self-organization, self-regulation, cyclic progression, and mutual fulfillment. Self-organization is nothing but the inner growth. Self-regulation is nothing but we need to maintain the internal balance between ourselves. Cyclic progression, we need to follow the laws of nature. Next one is a mutual fulfillment. We need to contribute for the others' well-being. Existence as coexistence. Everything exists in the relations with something else, so all are interconnected with each other. For example, earth and gravity, sun and the solar system, the humans as well as the society. So pathways of harmony: interconnectedness, collaboration, diversity, belongingness, and mutual respect. So these are the five pathways which is existing to the roadway of harmony. Next, real life implications. The first one, the sustainable development, renewable energy use, respect for the animal life, waste reduction and recycling, responsible consumption. First one, in this real life implication, we need to take the decision which will not be affected by the family as well as our ecosystem. Social structure, changes in the community and the organization, we should accept it. Next one, economic conditions, the impact of the financial stability and economic growth. Environmental factors, the effects of natural resources as well as our ecological balance. Conclusion: so nature coexists in the harmony. It is up to the humans to recognize and align with it. The true happiness and the peace comes from the living in with the nature. These are the five things which we are considering as the cycle for understanding our harmony. First one is the recognizing the interconnectedness, appreciating the balance, exploring the principles, reflect on our roles, and we need to foster stewardship. So this is the activity which is given for this. So all the phases are given, different phases. In this, for each phase, each question is posted. So we need to identify, we need to interview with the three people, and we need to give the feedback based upon that. In this defined phase, we need to identify the problem task, problem statement, ideate, we need to generate the solution, and in prototype, we need to create a model. In the test, we need to seek the feedback. So that's it. Thank you.